Seward County was founded in 1855 and organized in 1867. It was named after William H. Seward, Secretary of State, who served in the cabinets of both President Abraham Lincoln and President Andrew Johnson. He was also instrumental in the purchase of Alaska from Russia in 1867. Today, the county covers 570 square miles, has 10 communities, and is home to a population of over 17,000 people. The role of county government is to provide those services mandated by state government and also those services demanded by the citizens of Seward County. County government is made up of elected and appointed officials that provide a wide variety of services to county residents. There are over 20 departments that make up county government, and together they employ over 160 people. These elected and appointed officials manage law enforcement, property assessment, county road maintenance, revenue collection, and the spending of that revenue, to name a few. In order to provide the level of service demanded by the citizens of Seward County, a dedicated and skilled workforce is required. A variety of career paths are available to those individuals with the necessary skills or those individuals who are willing to learn those skills. When looking for a career path or an employment opportunity, don't overlook county government. Well, I'm Darrell Zabrocki. I am a Seward County Commissioner for the 2nd District here, serving the southern half of the city of Seward. I've been a commissioner for a little over a year now. I was elected in 2020 and took my seat in January of 2021. I wanted to do something in the way of community service. And originally, I just thought the commissioner's job was something that appealed to me on that level. And I learn something new, I think, every Tuesday when we meet. So it's an ongoing learning experience.
My name is Deputy Gann. I'm a deputy here at the Seward County Sheriff's Office. I'm assigned to the Canine Division and Road Patrol, so I have a dog that goes to work with me every day. And on the Road Patrol side, we handle calls for service and do all sorts of fun stuff like that. So I got into this position originally. I applied with the Fillmore County Sheriff's Office and got hired on with them when I first started my career in law enforcement. That was back in 2019. They sent me to the Nebraska Law Enforcement Training Center where I got my law enforcement certificate. I spent some time with them, was a canine handler for them, and then I got a canine position here with the Seward County Sheriff's Office. We work really closely with the York County Sheriff's Office and the Saline County Sheriff's Office. Our actual canine handler trainer is out of York County, and so what he did for me to select my dog is he took my personality, figured out what dog would work best for me, then he went and got that dog. So my dog is actually a 2-year-old Belgian Malinois. She's from Poland, and she's selected to fit my personality as a canine handler. We work together, but the training aspect of that, we work with the York County Sheriff's Office, and we start our dogs from the bare minimum all the way up to a certified canine.
My name is Jensen Schultz, and I am a 911 dispatcher for Seward County. I have worked as a 911 dispatcher and for Seward County both for about 6 months. I actually got it because the old boss came into Fastmart and he knows that I'm on Seward Fire and Rescue, so he thought I would be a good fit for a dispatcher since I kind of know some of the radio. So I brought an application, I applied, and here I am. So my educational background before here, I got a biology pre-vet degree from Concordia, and then I got my EMT license through SCC. The training for this job, you kind of get it as you work in the job. So there's different apps, there's like Police Legal Science and Virtual Academy. They teach you different ways to answer certain calls, how to send out your rescue and your officers, and just different ways to learn the programs.
My name is Sylvia Hatton, and I'm currently a legal assistant at the Seward County Attorney's Office. I've worked at the County Attorney's Office for just over 5 years, but I've been in the legal field for about 10 years. I have mostly had on-the-job training, but I did later on go back to school in 2016 and got an associate's degree in administrative assistance with a legal focus, which then I gained more knowledge and learned more from that. and it helped to spice up my resume.
I would say important skills of being a deputy sheriff are understanding people, having patience, but also being able to effectively complete tasks that are given to you. So understanding how people work, how people think, but also remembering that we're all human and to approach things from a humanity standpoint.
You have to be able to multitask very well. More skills you have to have is be able to be quick thinking on your feet, hold your emotions, type fast. That's important as well. Be able to keep things separate from personal life and work. Be able to, when you walk in the door, to like split it, if that makes sense. Like once you walk out the door, whatever happened at work, don't take it home with you. Whatever happens outside of work, don't bring it into work with you.
Some of the skills necessary for being a legal assistant include computer knowledge, typing, copying, scanning, Microsoft Office apps, phone answering skills, communication skills, and definitely organizational skills and attention to detail.
So in law enforcement, we have a saying that there is no standard or normal day. Every day is different. But my typical day looks like showing up for work, taking calls for service, making traffic stops. We do village patrol, so we check on all the towns here in Seward County. We like to go around to the schools, you know, hang out with kids and play basketball or soccer, or you know, swing by the pools and stuff and make sure everybody's doing okay. So a lot of community policing, but also proactive policing, checking doors on businesses, looking for criminal stuff like that. My day looks a little different than the typical 9 to 5. I work overnights. Right now I'm assigned to the 4 to 4 shift, so I work 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. And then we work what's called the Panama schedule on nights. So we work 12-hour shifts, and we have every other weekend off, but we don't work any more than 3 days during a week, so it's kind of nice.
The day-to-day activities, the only thing that's about the same is logging into everything. And some days that's not even the same. For example, this morning, I clocked in 45 minutes late because I had to get here, just hop on the radio. So I was logged into somebody else's stuff was already up, so I logged in, or just got on the radio and started going. So every day is 100% different than the day before. So I work 8 to 6. Right now my schedule's all over the place, but usually Wednesday through Saturday. And the breaks just kind of come when you can get them. Sometimes the days are so busy you don't get a break at all, and sometimes it's slow enough that you can take multiple breaks throughout the day. We try not to take breaks that are too long because you never know when you're going to get hit with calls.
So what my day looks like my day-to-day looks like, it depends on the day. Mondays are usually busy just because of you come back from the weekend, you've got a workload. I'm oftentimes sending emails, taking or making phone calls, drafting legal paperwork, correspondence, updating our files on our database, calendaring court hearings, preparing files for court.
If you're thinking about running to be a county commissioner, I would suggest that one, you start by coming to a few meetings, getting yourself acclimated to, okay, just what is required. Because if you think all that you need to do is show up on a Tuesday morning to a Board of Equalization or a regular county board meeting, there are a lot of other things that go with the position. You handle the county business on that Tuesday morning, but you have a lot of outside activities, a lot of boards. I serve on several different boards. I've also got some alternate duties with some other boards that I don't regularly attend, but if there was a commissioner that would maybe, for whatever reason, be unable to attend, I would have to fill in possibly with some of those activities. So it's an ever-changing proposition in the sense of you kind of adapt to what's in front of you. And a lot of decisions get made, but in the end you have to remember that you're one vote in 5, and it's all about I'll say relationships and working towards a common goal, and that is what is good for the county and what's right with the taxpayers.
So working in law enforcement is a really rewarding career. You get to work with so many different people. I come across so many different walks of life. Everybody's got their own experience, and so getting to talk with people and understand their background and where they've come from is really, really rewarding. As far as being a deputy sheriff here at the Seward County Sheriff's Office, we've got a lot of great perks. We get awesome take-home cars. Obviously, I've got a K9, which is really, really cool. But they've given us a lot of great benefits, uniform incentives, stuff like that. So,
the incentives and benefits are you get paid time off, you get nice comp time, you get vacation and sick time, so that's nice. Like the health insurance is nice. I
do like the flexibility that we have at this job. We are allowed an hour for lunch. We are allowed breaks. They're very flexible here with if we need to take some time for personal leave or things to rise personally, we can use our time to go take care of those things. So we're not stuck here. We're not told no, you can't leave. Mm-hmm. We do have that flexibility. Appointments come up, that sort of thing. Child gets sick, that sort of thing.
What I like most about being a 911 dispatcher is getting to help somebody on, like, you're the first-hand help. People don't see it like this, but I see as 911 dispatchers as we are also first responders. Because without us, nobody else would get dispatched.
What I like most about my job is the co-workers. I think having good co-workers make for a less stressful work environment. I get along with my co-workers and we work good together. There does need to be some teamwork in this job. Because I'm not the only legal assistant, there are a few of us.
Mm-hmm. So there's difficulties and challenges in every job. Law enforcement is not exempt to that. We deal with some very difficult people and very difficult circumstances and situations. You know, having to go to a death notification or work a fatality accident is often tolling on not only you know, yourself as a deputy, but also your partners and your family. But with that, it's also extremely rewarding, like I've said before. So,
the least I like about this job would be definitely taking some of the harder calls and being able to keep your composure while you're dispatching rescue and law enforcement to those calls. Or with it being a small town, you know a lot of people, so getting a call that you know the person, but you can't react as if you know them. You have to react as if you have no emotions most of the time.
If there's a high school student that's wanting to get involved in law enforcement, the first thing that I would definitely recommend is go fill out a ride-along application with whatever agency. I always recommend to my ride-alongs that they ride with a sheriff's office, a police department, and then state patrol, just to see the differences in everything that we do. But if your local law enforcement agency has a Citizens Academy or an Explorer program, get involved with that. See if you can volunteer or intern with the sheriff's office or police department or state patrol. Any experience that you can do with them is going to be positive.
To get a foot in the door, I would definitely recommend job shadowing. Whether it's your volunteer fire department, a paid one, an officer, your dispatchers, whatever you can, just try to job shadow as many people as you can in the field you want to get into.
If you're interested in becoming a legal assistant or legal work, I would recommend first maybe becoming an intern. A lot of offices take interns. Our office takes interns a couple times a year, and that way you can learn the ins and outs of how the office operates. Other than that, also just learn your strengths and weaknesses right away. Know if it's something that you're gonna be good at.
Find something that you're passionate about. You get your life in thirds. You work a third, you sleep a third, and you get a third to do what you'd like to do. If you have to spend a third of your life doing something that you don't enjoy, then I would suggest that you find another career path. And I've ascribed to that little mantra for decades. I used to recruit people to work on my various adjusting teams when I was with the insurance company. And that was one of the things I would tell people. I want you to be here, but I want you to like it. I want you to enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, I will help you find something else. But if you don't enjoy doing what you spend a third of your life doing, you really need to find something else to do.